Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. This afternoon, we go out courtesy of our friend Ben Bellion, who has us a sovereign citizen who wants to turn a simple warning for just no tag into an entire three-ring circus.
You're going to break my window right now.
Yes, then you're going to go to jail.
Okay, so under force, threat, and duress. Under force, threat, and duress, I will show you my license.
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Today we head to Scott City, Missouri for yet another right to travel fail where a sovereign citizen effortlessly gives us all a free masterclass in how to turn a simple warning for no plate into a circus of epic proportions, with even the chief of police attending the show. Right, let's get into the video.
Hello. For the record, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Yaworski, badge number 1009.
And for the record, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Eldridge, badge number 112.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, what's your name?
I'm not entitled to give it unless I'm being suspected of a crime. If you have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, I'm committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or have committed a crime. Mm-hmm. And that's when I've caused loss, injury, or harm to another. That would be a crime.
Your idealistic version of what a crime is irrelevant. You gave this officer probable cause by driving around without plates. Reading some skewed and twisted version of the law on a SovCit website doesn't make it true.
I'm not in the capacity of transportation. I'm not a driver. I'm not part of the legal society that you all operate under. With all due respect, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just flexing my rights. I know my rights. I know I have the right to travel, and I will stand on my rights at all times. I don't ever waive my rights. And as soon as I ID to you, that's giving you jurisdiction. I will not voluntarily give jurisdiction. Now, under force, threat, and duress, we will deal with it in the higher court later on.
I know my rights, he says, but then goes on to disprove that by spewing a load of meaningless SovCit nonsense. Brilliant. You could not make this stuff up if you tried. And where is this magical higher court you guys speak of? Because all I ever see is you guys getting completely owned in traffic court.
Okay.
Well,
okay, so...
And I will have lawsuits against each individual that violates my rights, each one, and then some.
Okay.
Right, so you're basically saying, don't enforce the law against me or I'll use the legal system I say I'm not a part of to go after you. If that doesn't scream hypocrisy, then I don't know what does.
Alright, sir, can I see your driver's license, please?
Again, I am not going to offer up any information that can and will be used against me in the court of law. I'm not going to give you something to hold against me in court.
Okay. Law provides that you do have to identify yourself.
That is, if I'm in the act of commerce, sir.
No, that's not the case.
Sir, I've been studying this for 4 years, and I know for a fact that it is what.
Okay, first of all, not offering up documentation you are legally required to produce is exactly how you will end up in court. And secondly, there is no ifs or buts. The law says you need a license to operate a motor vehicle on a public road. Period. And finally, 4 years down the SovCit rabbit hole is not something to brag about. All that means is you've had your head stuck in the sand for 4 years.
Yeah, and why'd you just touch my door? So he just touched my door. He tried opening my door.
I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he was going to try to forcefully.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. I was just leaning on it like this.
No, you pulled on it, tried to open it, and you just admitted, yes, you did. No, thank you for that.
I touched it.
You pulled on it.
No,
I seen
sir,
you.
I did that.
It's on camera.
Okay. All right.
The camera don't lie, and you already broke the law yourself.
No, sir, I didn't.
I mean, just the nerve of a SovCit accusing someone else of breaking laws he doesn't agree with is breathtakingly hypocritical.
You tried opening my door, sir.
No, sir, I did not. No, I'm going to ask you to step out, please.
This,
Absolutely
unfortunately, definitely is hypocritical.
All right, got an ask. All right, sir, either get out or I will break your window.
not. Okay, if you now you're threatening to do harm to my property. I suggest you not do that, sir, because I know exactly where this is going, and it's not going good for you at all. But if you're going to break my property,
Sir, let me
I will turn my head so you can do so.
No, sir.
And I'll allow you to do that.
Sir?
And I'm not going to fight you at all. I'm going to put my, if you break my window and open my door and pull me out, I will gladly go with you, because that is under force, threat, and duress. That's all I need.
Okay.
And you're falling right into it, but I'm trying to give you some advice,
No,
and
you're
take
not.
it or leave it. This
Leave
is
it.
not going to be good. This will go national. You are live right now.
Okay, fantastic.
For a whole
First
two
of all,
people?
the only person falling for anything is you by believing laws don't apply to you. And secondly, I agree, this video will be going national, just not in the way you think.
Sir, state law does provide that you shall provide your ID. City code says that you shall obey a lawful request from a police officer.
Yeah, sir. What trumps city code? Constitution. So whenever it's unconstitutional, it is
It is not unconstitutional. I'm not going to argue with you, sir. Please
Yeah,
provide.
it is
Sir,
unconstitutional.
he's not trying to write you a ticket or anything. He just
Listen to me.
Right, so if he wasn't such a Karen, he could be on his way without even a ticket at this
Yes.
point, but he's determined to escalate the situation because of his skewed belief that laws related to driving are unconstitutional, which
Correct.
I'm still waiting for proof of after 6 years, and no, declaring it on a traffic stop and sending me cherry-picked case law isn't proof.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Unless I have been suspected of a crime
Yes,
that
sir.
you can articulate.
Yes, sir.
Now, codes are not law. Codes is not a crime. The Supreme Court has ruled on that over and over and over. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm
Yes,
not trying
you
to
are.
give you. I'm really not.
And I'm not going to argue with you.
No,
sir.
I'm not either.
So
I'm just telling you. And
Please provide your
I
driver's
will.
license.
I will.
Now, this would be a great video to play soft sit bingo with. We've had I'm travelling, not driving, codes are not law. The
Yes.
Supreme Court has ruled this.
Yes.
I'm not in commerce. And
Yes.
now he's going to promise to stop talking by invoking the fifth, which I'm not going to hold my breath on. And
Correct.
then he's going to misinterpret the Fourth Amendment, which the officer rightly points out doesn't apply to driving documents. Also, citing the Supreme Court as an authority for decisions you think bolster your claim, while ignoring other cases like Pennsylvania versus Mims, which held that cops can
Get
order you
your
out
ass
of
out
your
of the
vehicle,
car.
is called cherry picking and the height of hypocrisy.
I will go ahead and exercise my Fifth Amendment and remain silent now. And I will I will exercise my Fourth Amendment and stand secure in my person
Okay.
and in my property. So I
So
won't
those
answer
do
any
not-
more questions.
Okay, in that particular case, that does not apply to the request for your driver's license on a traffic stop.
Sir, the request for my license on the traffic stop is if I'm in a commercial capacity.
No.
I have not. I've
No,
done
sir,
it
it's
stated.
not. No, sir. It's when you're operating a motor vehicle.
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
Okay.
This
What are
is
you
not a motor
operating, a
vehicle. This
potato?
is a personal automobile. This is a legal and lawfully purchased automobile that I legally and lawfully paid for.
Sir, I'm
It's
not gonna
my
argue with
personal
50
property.
cents?
Well, do you agree that
No.
you said I am operating a motor vehicle? Motor vehicle is a commercial term. This is not a motor vehicle because it's not being used in active commerce.
Okay, sir.
It's not a motor vehicle,
Sir,
and I'm
it's
not
a
driving.
vehicle
All
that
you have
has
to do
a
is your driver's
motor.
license.
Missouri define a motor vehicle as any self-propelled vehicle, not operated exclusively upon tracks, except farm tractors and electric bicycles. So unless you operate your car, vessel, automobile, or whatever you want to call it, Fred Flintstone style, then you need a driver's license, and I would start producing it fast because it looks like the patience of this cop is starting to run out.
Sir,
Extremely.
as soon as I do that, I have given you the jurisdiction that I don't plan on doing. You're going to have to literally break my window and arrest me.
Okay.
And when you do that, then I will. Then, well, you're going to give me a chance to turn my head, or you're going to do some.
No.
No, I tell you what. Driver's license, I'm gonna break your window.
You're going to break my window right now.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're going to go to jail.
Okay.
Oh, hell
so,
yes.
under force threatened arrest. Under force threatened arrest, I will show you my license. I will show you my license under force threatened arrest.
Okay. All right. I need you to step out then.
I think this cop might need a few lessons at the Georgia School of how to bust out a sovereign citizen's car window.
Yeah, he took him
because,
in his
the swing was okay, but the execution was a bit lacking.
Horrible.
He might want to invest in one of those window punch tools or use a baton next time instead of using a torch. Anyway, good luck with that force, threat and duress theory you have when the law clearly states you need to display a tag on your vehicle and produce your driver's license on demand. But please don't let small facts like that stop you from attempting it in court.
Yes.
I'm not going to step out, though. What?
Yes,
so you're going to... Okay, this is great. This is great. You are in big trouble, buddy.
No, driver's license.
You are in big trouble. You have no idea how big a trouble you're in. You will not have your job. I promise you.
Driver's license.
No,
That's the least of your
you
worries.
won't.
Then I'm suing you personally for what you have just done.
Driver's license.
I will
Look at
present
you.
them. You are not taking them. All you have to do is present them. I said I will present them to you. Look.
How many times have we heard a sovereign citizen threaten to have the police officer's job? And how many times have they lost their job as a result of that threat? That's right, the answer is none. A big fat zero. Because a sovereign citizen's threats are not based in reality.
Or logic. Especially when not
This is
logic.
amazing.
Sir, I can't read that from in here.
This is amazing right here.
Okay. Sir, open your door, please.
Why would I open my door on a...
You need to...
So you can be arrested.
You're pulling me over tags, and look what you're doing. Where is your de-escalation? Was you not trained on de-escalation?
Yes, sir, I was.
You're escalating everything. You tried opening my door. You tried breaking my window.
Yes.
You're trying to force me out of my truck over a tag.
We can definitely return.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not going to leave with it. I'm going to stay right here with
No, that is... Look, I don't... The law clearly states I have to present it. We don't ever have to give you anything.
Here.
Only a soft sit could get so much wrong in just one minute.
Sentence.
First of all, this is not just over a tag, is it? It's about your actions during the stop, i.e. refusing to identify and obstruction. And secondly, I'd say this cop's de-escalation training is working just fine if he can stop mid-window break to get your license details. And finally, I'm glad that you now agree the law that you say isn't the law clearly states that you do have to present your driver's license, even though you are going to be a dick about how you do that.
Here, let me read it.
I just did.
No, I need to be able to read it.
You read it.
Like state of Missouri.
Can I get your supervisor, please?
No, you may not.
Sure. Happy to.
Go ahead and get him on a lawsuit, too. If he wants to violate my rights.
Threatening the supervisor with a lawsuit before he even turns up is a bit premature
It's
and
bull
very
cotton.
passive-aggressive, and definitely a way to get the supervisor on board. I'm sure this won't backfire at all.
1093101.
I think it will, but let's see.
Go ahead and get your chief down here, chief of police. Can you get Rick Walters down here? All right.
Rick Walters will take your ass up personally.
Did you take an oath to the Constitution? Why aren't you upholding it? Don't you know that this is a violation of my civil rights? Absolutely.
It's
So
not.
you took an oath to the Constitution that you're supposed to uphold.
We're supposed to provide.
Sir, I'm sorry, but if you would go do your research real quick,
I did my research, sir.
you have, and it gives you the right to do what you're doing right now. You think
Yes, it does.
you will find out in a higher court.
Yes,
This
it
is not
does.
going to be in Scott City.
You do what you do.
Okay, I can show you case after case after case where you guys are getting.
You do what you do.
Yep. Okay.
First of all, you may well be able to show case after case after case, but I can guarantee not one of those cases will support any of your claims. And secondly, it wouldn't really matter anyway. Cops are not lawyers, and court is not held on the side of the road.
And I'm really not trying to give you a hard time. I'm being cordial
you
and
are.
polite. You guys are
If you would have provided your ID,
escalating.
you would already be gone.
Sir, but that's what I'm not going to do. I always stand on my rights.
The sovereign citizen here would
You
like
mean the lack of his rights?
Well, he wouldn't provide a driver's license, so I'd leave his window open. And then now all of a sudden he wanted to show it to me through the window. I want to speak to my supervisor to do the same.
Screw it, bust it.
3rd and Bell.
112, if you have traffic.
Thanks, sir.
Go ahead with the duty.
Go ahead, bust it.
Am I under?
Yes, you are.
Am I detained right now?
Yes, you are.
Am I detained right now?
Yes. Oh, hell yes.
You asked for our supervisor. Our supervisor.
Am I detained?
Yes.
I know, but am I being detained?
Yes.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So I'm under custodial arrest?
That's not what he said.
You're under your stupid.
That anytime I'm detained, I'm under custodial arrest.
Oh. Just take a sledgehammer to his
So
forehead.
I'm arrested.
There is a huge difference between an investigatory
Thank you, Ed.
detention and a custodial arrest, but you go with whatever makes you look like the bigger victim, I guess.
Am I under custodial? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir.
And for what crime?
Being stupid, first degree.
Okay, what crime though? I need a RAS of a crime. That's not a crime. So what is your RAS of a crime? What's your reasonable articulable suspicion of committed a crime, about to commit a crime, or in the middle of committing a crime?
Killing of our brain cells, first
License
degree.
plates don't come back on file. They have a 2020.
This is not a motor vehicle.
Yes, it is. By the state of Missouri definition, it is.
By Missouri State, and I'm being cordial with you. If you
No,
really
you're
want
not.
to see that, it does say that a motor vehicle is a motor vehicle or a vehicle being used in the act of commerce.
No.
Not necessarily.
No, it doesn't.
Not necessarily. That's what it
while-
says.
No.
While in motor vehicle, in the act of commerce does also define a motor vehicle. A personal conveyance is also a motor vehicle.
So we don't have the right to travel, is what you're trying to tell me. So
You do, but per the laws of the state of Missouri.
The right to travel has nothing to do with transportation. It's the
Correct.
right to travel between the states and be legally
That is
treated the
correct.
same as an inhabitant of those states. If you weren't so far down the sovereign citizen rabbit hole, you would see this and you could spare yourself a lot of embarrassment and ridicule.
okay, so whenever I'm not an inhabitant in no corporate, state, city, I'm not an inhabitant in any municipal corporation. I've never worked for y'all. I don't have a contract with y'all. I don't plan on contracting anytime at all soon,
Sir,
ever. I don't have any contracts. So
I'm aware of that, sir.
We're aware
that
that
would
you're
be the
stupid,
only
sir.
way that you would have any kind of jurisdiction. Right now you have none. Right now you have no jurisdiction over me whatsoever.
Yeah, it's very much
And that will
true.
be proven in a real court.
Okay.
Okay, so if this cop doesn't have jurisdiction over you, then why did you pull over? And secondly, what is this real court you speak of? Is it the one in your dreams and fantasies? Because back here in reality, you guys take massive L's on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I hate to do that. I really
you
would
don't.
like to work this out right now. And you have officer, discretion.
No, I don't.
Man, I don't know you. I would go sit down and have a cup of coffee with you, even after you've done what you did to my truck. And I would have a cordial conversation with you, and I will be willing to do that no matter what takes place today.
You
And
don't care.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know you, but I hate this for you because I don't want to do it to you, but I'm going to just because I've got a conviction inside of me. What you're trying to do to me is convict. I already have a conviction inside of me, man, that is aligned with my morals and my standards and what is right.
What is that?
And dude, I can show you in black and white where this is wrong.
Yet when we prove to these people who claim to have morals and standards that the black and white they've been reading is wrong, They double down, claim a conspiracy and start name calling, instead of doing what somebody with morals and standards would do, and that's read those cases upon cases to see if what they claim is true.
What you're doing, it really is, and I don't want to hold you accountable that way. I wish we could work this out on right here.
Well,
And you respect and you uphold your oath and be one of the few that actually upholds their oath. And there's a lot of them that's doing it now. They're realizing.
Sir, I'm upholding my oath, but sir, if you have an issue with how you're being treated or how this is being
Absolutely, because you're violating my rights like crazy.
then you can speak to my chief of police.
Okay.
Yes.
And speaking of the chief, here he is to give this idiot a dose of reality.
Ugh.
First of all, can I get your name and badge number just for the record?
I can go you with that so I can see. I want to see it properly.
Well, sir,
I can't.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just like this much so I can see your face.
Okay, here you go. It's down.
All right. Yes, sir. My name's Rick Walter. I'm discussing.
Yes, sir. Well, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot of good about you, so hopefully.
Okay. Here's the deal. You
Well,
need tags on the vehicle, okay?
sir, I understand that, but
Missouri law says that you have to. Okay.
well,
And now, just to make this easier, it's like this way.
no, I feel comfortable with it like this. I'm trying to be cordial and
No, it's not.
I really am.
Well, here's the deal.
I've already had my window hit with a flashlight 10 times.
Listen, if you have an issue with the officer or anything, you can go to you can go to police station. And you can get sign a complaint or whatever you want to sign.
Yes, sir. I'm aware of that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of the complaint system.
Okay, and then
Yeah, I bet he's aware of the complaint system. Complaining about rights they don't have is a soft-sit's favourite pastime.
we'll do the process.
Well, I hope it don't have to go that far. Really, I hope that you guys honor your oath to the Constitution and uphold them, because this is over a tag that I got my window hit. You know, the de-escalation. Oh my gosh, it don't exist here. There was no de-escalation. It was always an escalated. And I'm like being as calm as I can be, and I'm just standing on my rights. I choose not to waive my rights, and that can never be turned into a crime. So I'm good where I'm at, and I just don't want these guys. They're young. I don't want them to have to drag them through the whole process. But I will, because I'm standing on my rights, and I know them very well. You know, I'm not in the operation of trafficking or, you know, any kind of commercial capacity at all. I'm trying to get to work.
Only a soft-sit could claim to be not operating in commerce while on his way to work. You could not make this stuff up if you tried. It takes a certain type of idiot to be a soft-sit, and this guy fits the role perfectly.
You know,
You don't have to tell me who you work at.
I work for a gentleman. I don't work.
So
Yep.
you're just on your way to.
Yeah, I just help. I do odds and ends and jobs, and I mow a lot, you know, and I'm from here, you know, but I'm
just
you know
not a lot.
I'm tired of seeing America go down the hill the way it's going, and we're being overran by these tyrannical governments, you know, and it's sad.
I understand what you're talking about.
No, do you know what's really sad is that there is real corruption in government, yet sovereign citizens choose to look for it in the wrong place. The chief seems like a decent guy, but he'll be labelled a tyrant because he doesn't go along with this guy's pseudo-legal woo and delusions.
Here's the deal.
I hate that. Here's the deal. Gosh darn it. Here's the deal. Huh?
Is your truck running?
No, I just got the key forward.
I was going to say if it's running better now. No, here's the deal.
So some of you will get that here's the deal reference, which refers to a YouTube channel where this guy probably got his right to travel nonsense from. The owner of the channel knows he's putting out false information because Wangol made him aware of it. Yet that video remains on his channel to this day, continuing to misinform guys like this.
If he's going to cite you for whatever the violation, then you can talk to the judge.
I'd rather avoid all that because I'm not a part of this. You know, with all due respect, I'm not a part of your municipal corporation.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not a part of the system, but I will use it from time to time when I think it benefits me in some way, like to attack public servants for doing their job. And when that fails, which it inevitably will, I'll declare that system corrupt and go back to driving on roads I didn't pay for because I want all the benefits of society without any of the responsibilities.
You're on. These are municipal streets. These are city.
Okay, these are our streets, sir. We paid for these streets, and you
No,
work for
you
us.
don't.
Okay, you guys are public servants. You work for us.
And we're going to leave it right there. We will pick it up in the evening session here on From Day One. Until then, have a great afternoon. We'll see you.